Hello, I'm Adrian Rowe. I've been attending St Mary's Church in Cheadle for over 30 years, and I've been a Christian for the last 20 years. So I was actually attending church for quite a long time before becoming a Christian. So this is a bit of an explanation. Through the early part of my life, before children, I enjoyed watching documentaries and was interested in anything to do with science, and happily consumed all the theories from the experts who did everything they could to demonstrate that God didn't exist. Life had been good to me, and I never really looked for God. So what changed? Well, initially, not a great deal. There wasn't a blinding revelation. It was a gradual process. I started coming to church simply to keep my wife company. I listened to some excellent sermons that actually started explaining the Bible in a way I could understand. I began to realise that the Christian faith and science were not contradictory. In fact, when I started interrogating the scientific theories that I had taken for granted, I realised that there was enormous fundamental gaps. Gaps that could only be filled by an intelligent creator. Little by little my understanding developed until I reached the point where there was no debate. There was a creator God, but I still wasn't a Christian. I found it difficult to put my trust in God. I could look after myself, and he had more important things to look after. I think it was having children that enabled me to break down the barriers that put me on the final path to becoming a Christian. Experiencing the amazing, indescribable, unconditional love that came with having children enabled me to begin to understand the Bible. It helped me understand the love Jesus has for everyone, including me. When someone loves you unconditionally and you let them into your heart, it is the most incredible feeling. For me, being Christ-centered is having Jesus with you all the time. He is the greatest friend you can imagine. I am never alone. Jesus is always there, ready to listen, comforting me, bringing peace, letting me know he is in control, and providing me with guidance. Unfortunately, I don't often follow that guidance, and I feel guilty. But that guilt is not a burden, because I know Jesus will forgive me and will still love me. Jesus demonstrated how forgiving and loving he is when, about to die an excruciating, undeserved death on a cross, he asked his Father for his persecutors to be forgiven. Even at the height of his physical and mental torment, his thoughts were for the needs of others. And this is why Luke chapter 23 verse 34 is one of my favourite verses in the Bible. It helps me remember the unlimited forgiveness that Jesus offers. And finally, if you will permit me, some simple advice based on Philippians chapter 4 verses 6 and 7 that is brilliantly summarised in the great hymn, What a Friend We Have in Jesus. So, oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear, all because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. So if you're looking for peace, if you want to rid yourself of needless pain, then simply take everything to God. Pray. Thank you for listening.